Good evening, people. How y'all doing? This is No Good Do Gooder. Keisha Dilworth. My nickname is Kiki, or you can call me Puda. My nose is running a little bit because I was eating some spicy chili, and shit happens. I got like 3 videos I'm gonna load. You know what I'm saying, to address a few things, but I'm gonna just address some shit like there's no picking on anybody at all. And what I mean by that is, I got my jabs. And I say shit, motherfuckers. But a lot of times that's just me making light. Like the real situation at hand. All the fuck shit, all the bullshit, all the dumb shit, crazy shit. All the shit that it don't make sense to a lot of motherfucking people. You know. Except for the part of, man, she's a good, what's the word? Lick. You know what I'm saying? Like, gosh, by herself. You know what I mean? And whatever the hell she doing, she ain't really doing shit. No one ever thought. I had already been through some shit. And shit, if y'all did and you knew it, you didn't care. It was like, just like, what? How can I say it? Like, keep it on a roll, keep it going. And I was just like, if these people had a heart, if these people had a brain, gosh almighty. But I guess they going down that yellow brick road trying to get it. You know what I mean? And I realized that some of these people, they watch a lot of TV. A lot of fucking TV. I don't even watch this much motherfucking TV to even think the shit that they ass be thinking. I just don't. I don't even see the fucking shit. Rhyme or reason in it, really. But I guess I should say, when people think that they are backed into a corner of some sort, guess you'll do just about anything. And even though you were a friend or a family member, and you came into my life and we were friends too, but you said she doesn't, I don't know, deserve all of these things. I don't know. If I had her house, if I had her looks, if I had her mind, if I had her body, whatever. And I want everyone to understand. You think I'm not aware of what I have? I'm very much aware of what I got. And excuse me, 'cause I still got a lot of that chili. I won't never in the business of disrespecting what I got. Never in the business of disrespecting my parents. Never in the business of even disrespecting others. Like, I'm in my own bubble, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, why couldn't you just let a person be in their own bubble? Even if you say you want to be friends with a person, but you don't want to really be friends with a person, you want to sabotage a person. So it's like, you're around me just to get intel. Take that shit back somewhere else and do something with it. Okay. So it's like people are pissed off that I know that and that I'm aware of it. Everyone liked it when I wasn't aware because like they was laughing and joking and doing all this love type shit. What's real important is these are people from past lives. A lot of them not even really from this life. And even though they from the past, right? They was living in the past too. So what happens when you live in the past? Or should I say, what happens when you have stayed in the past for a very long time? Excuse me. And you're thinking that you're keeping me in the past. Even though you're around me and you see me, right? See, I don't think a person in the past would when you say to folks like dumbass shit like she in the house, she don't leave the house. Leave the house all the time. I go places, you know. I don't like people with me though. Really, because of stupid shit like this. It's like, I can't trust you in my face. Can't trust you in my house. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm learning this goddamn hair. Shit. It's like, what the fuck? I ain't gonna even trust you where the hell I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Because if you already on that shit, like, sabotage her. Sabotage the fuck out of her. And you laugh at me, right? Now, my thing is this. When you saw me going through some real hard shit, was it like all that you thought about in your head was, well, that shit ain't me. I ain't got to deal with it, you know? And if it was something you wished on me, it's like, okay. And your sick ass, ugh, wanting to watch the shit. And you watch me suffer. But you think you ain't gonna suffer. Who you really fooling? I'm just saying, because shit, your ass ain't fooling my black ass. You know, When you think you gonna have me in a karmic loop of suffering, that ain't how this shit go. Meaning, people don't sit around and not do nothing. People don't sit around and not learn nothing. People don't sit around and just let motherfuckers do shit to them. You know what I'm saying? People don't sit around and be somebody's punching bag. And what everybody's going to be embarrassed about is the fact that you did it. You know, whew, you videoed it. You know, and you aired the shit for all kinds of motherfuckers to see, right? You know, and then motherfuckers was looking like, well, damn, seems to me like you're the hater. You know, or you're capitalizing off of a hate crime. You know, along with you trying to change the fate, you know, of a person. Don't matter whatever your motive is, was. It's the fact that if you watched me suffer, if you videoed me suffering, okay, if you watch me get into connections, and if you watched us connect, you know, if you if you just did all kinds of just fucked up degrading shit and you thought you was just gonna keep that shit inside your group, but you told other people it ain't inside your group. And then part of me is like, I think everybody wanted me to find out. Another part of me is like, y'all wanted me to be dumb or listen to you, you know? So I just did a little bit of both. And it's one of those things where, how can I say this? Even though you folks documented hard times for me, it also showed your cruelty, your lack of care, your lack of love, responsibility, accountability, showed your fears, your insecurities, and the reason why a lot of your connections are fucked up, you know? So when you think about exposing me or anyone else, it's like you gotta think about the role you play too. Because whether if I was an investigator or somebody else was investigating this, or if you thought you were the top dog, head honcho, head nigga in charge, whatever, if you thought all of that, you got to remember, it's always somebody higher than you, smarter than you, wiser than you, and that can connect the dots better than you ever could. You know, Where you might think it's no flaws in your plan, other people, they see the flaws. So one way to respond would be to be fearful of people and the things that are going on. But I said to myself, a lot of this shit been going on since I was young. A lot of this shit been going on before this. Like before past 2-3 years. A lot of shit, a lot of shit, a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like people wanted to wound me, not kill me. I mean, if they got a kill out of it, it was like hooray, because they got a return on their investment, as they say. But wounding me was more profitable because it has a lingering effect. So, with me understanding that, that meant I ain't need to be wounded about nothing, you know? And I don't want this to sound cold, but it's cold. And I'm giving it to you like the way y'all gave it to me. So, if you need to wound me to energy harvest off of me, anything in my mind, in my heart, emotions that have ever wounded me in my life, it didn't matter if I started it, somebody else started it, or impromptu, it don't fucking matter. Myself was like, okay. And I'm saying okay, like, you have no idea. All God had to do was say it one time. There's people behind this. And I'm going to give y'all the same look on my face. What? What you say? God said it's people behind this. All this shit that's happening, it's people doing this. So people doing this shit to me. Why again? Well, it's your past. It's got a long past. Now, even though God, angels, ancestors, all of them, they telling me the business. They giving me all the information. I'm like, I just kept thinking, it's people, motherfucking people. And I said, all that fucking help I do, that shit, you trying to tell me that shit ain't amount to shit? Because of motherfucking people want to erase all my work? Or take credit for my work? Take credit for me. Want to be me. But they insult me. Think all this shit makes sense. And the easiest way it made sense to me, drop them all. I don't mean shit to you. You want to laugh at me? You want to talk shit about me? You want to eat off of me? You know what I'm saying? You want to ride my coattail? Lie, whatever. Everybody hiding behind the scenes. That's why I'm so glad, so thankful for God. I'm thankful for the unseen world, period. How they just willingly wanted to just jump on y'all ass and fuck y'all up. you know, before even thinking a thought. Nobody was watching none of y'all shit. But when God tells me his people, I'm off the hook. That means no, I don't have to care about you. I don't have to reinforce my feelings about you. I don't have to break my neck to come and help you. I am not obligated or required to listen to your feelings. I don't even have to accept when you come in my driveway or in my mailbox, or with your sob stories about baby daddies, baby mamas, what you got, what you don't got, I need a ride or whatever. I don't have to care. I don't have to actually love you. You see what I'm saying? But yet it counts as love because I don't retaliate against you. I just leave you alone. That counts more than the like back and forth game in the negative way. Because quickly I understood. Obviously, the level of love and attention that I gave, you didn't deserve it. So, I'm not giving it anymore. Everyone has to earn it. And I can come around you and be around you and you not be able to suck a motherfucking red penny out my red ass. You just can't do shit. You know? And I figured with some family, I'll show you how to heal yourself. You know? But just having a open energy field, nah. You know? It's not a good idea for anyone, really. Because it's like your open energy field is a portal. It's like a highway. It's a entry and an exit. And people can, you know, drive to your street and because it's a public highway. So I decided my energy's going to live on a secluded road, you know. And it's just only right if, what's the word? If you prove yourself to be something more than a asshole. Cause shit, I hate to keep fucking laughing, but I have to tell y'all how I think too. Okay, like okay, God only wants a mustard seed of belief or faith, love, anything that makes your body feel something. Okay, you give more than a mustard seed to the devil, Satan, Lucifer. I don't care what you fucking call them. Damn, you give more. You give like everything. I mean, fuck. Your soul, your house, your car, your money, your kids. Like, you just do that shit like it ain't nothing. But let God ask. Can't even get your ass to give a fucking mustard seed. You gotta understand how fucked up that is. Because when you say you walking, that God walk, and then when your faith tested and it shows that you really don't, it's like, that's the only way I can understand why the world wanted to get rid of me, because everyone knew their faith would be tested. It's one of those things where everyone should already know that because it's everywhere. People talk about it all the time. I don't know why you don't think it's real, but it should still be real when people talk about it all the time. So to discredit somebody because you don't think that they are something, I mean, I'm just proving all y'all wrong. But the main thing, I'm doing this for my life, for my bloodline, and for change. What are you doing shit for? Gotta make some shit make sense. You gotta make some shit count for some real shit. And you can't, like, I don't know, punk out about the shit. That's like when you want to escape the karma or whatever your wrongdoings is. That's like punking out. It's like I would hear sometimes just how, like, y'all scouting, through the spirit, like looking for people. And I understand the time it takes, like, to do that. But I don't understand why you don't take that same time and learn and change. Like, my ex died in 22, August 22, by the hands of my brother. And then his came for me. Hits came for me, I think it was like April or May, something like that, of 23. Now, everybody that was doing stuff against me, he was doing it before TJ died. He was doing it before my brother got locked up. He was doing it before these hits came to my head. It's like y'all was doing this stuff so fucking long. How you ain't learn no shit? Like, how you don't elevate and grow? Like, how you don't say to yourself that all these days have passed, all these months have passed, all these years have passed, and that I just need to just give it up. damn, maybe I should just give God a try. Like, the one person I didn't want to have God, she still got him. And shit, when you know all the shit that you put me through, that alone should have you change your own fucking mind. And be like, you know what? Yeah, I think I was a little evil for too long. And it's time for me to be good. Good looks kind of lame. It's not. It's not. Good is cute and sexy too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I think people think that God changes you in this way to where, I guess, you could be unrecognizable to some people, you know? But I think what made me a little different is because when people say they got saved or God came into their life and, they changed them and all of that, they see them change their clothes, the way they talk, what they talk about, shit they do, where they go. I didn't change none of that. All I did was just remove the people that just didn't want change, the people that was just like determined and so gung-ho on keeping me the same. And newsflash, I don't live for other people, I live for myself. Reality is you don't live for other people, you live for yourself too. So, God forbid, y'all motherfuckers ain't got no audience. What you gonna do? Shit, y'all gonna break down and goddamn. What you gonna throw a temper tantrum on the floor? Cause that's all I picture. That's all I picture. And it's like I oh, like I hate, or not hate. Mm, it's like, the kid mentality, the youngness in the mind. And the shit is coming out of an adult, okay? And I got this fucking smile on my face and I'm cracking these goddamn jokes and shit. Excuse me, burping and shit. But what I'm trying to say is, even a child knows. Like, yo, mom, dad, uncle, auntie, cuz, we can't keep doing this shit. We gotta do something different. Like this shit ain't what's up. It ain't getting us nowhere. It ain't making us like no better. It's like, what's up? It's to the point where it's like, I'm wasting my gas. I'm wasting my time. I'm just wasting, you know. And you might could look at me and say, that's what I've been doing. But it's like, what that song say? Why you out there looking with your looking ass? That's all you doing. But you ain't paying attention to shit. You know? Difference is, I pay attention to shit. They don't make me no better than nobody. I just pay attention. And say no. You know? And I never cared about what people say about me. Because I'm like, shit, the shit they talk about, I can't get rid of that shit. So, it's like what you going after. I can't even help you. I can't. Because I can't change this. I can't change this. I can change this. I can get this on up in there. You know what I'm saying? I can't change this. Whatever the fuck else. You know. But y'all craziness wanted to put somebody's shit on display. I don't know. If I'm the first deity or the last. I don't know. But it's like, did y'all treat everybody else like this? Like, this shit is so bad, I want to fart. And the last time on camera, I ain't even want to do it. But this time, I'm thinking about it. 'Cause that's how upset I am. That's how disgusted I am with the bullshit. And look, even when I think about my motherfucking fart, I can't even get that bitch out. No, I can't do it. But it's not right. And then, gosh, it's not right to just not want to live your life. Or, you know, if you're in some dire straits or situation. Ooh, there it go. Yeah, it's on video now, yo. Fat girls fart. Yeah. But I just fucked up what I was saying. Alright. But be yourself. Like, I mean, if you're in some dire straits, it's like, damn, spend time with your kids. You know? Just don't. It's like, don't go out an asshole. You know? I don't know. I don't know why that's so hard not to do, but everybody's situation is different. And then everybody probably look at mine like my situation is easy. But if you know how to like meditate, focus, you know, get ancestor wisdom, not a channel or any other class, it takes a lot out of you. It in order to enhance those things, your mind has to expand. Like, it can't be limited at all. Like, you have to literally just pop that fucking top off that shit, you know? Not to make your ass crazy, but the connector between left and right brain, you know? Basically, when you want to grow spiritually, you can't have anything that's going to hold you back. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, religiously, energetically, you know, psychologically. It's just that doesn't increase, you know, your expansion of self at all. It just has you in confined constraints, and it forces your brain to put like limits on you. And so I've constantly like forced my brain to take those limits off in various ways. Numbers, words, sound, shapes, emotions, feelings, love, no love, guidance, no guidance. Um, you know, and people could look at me like I'm selfish because of the way I did things. I didn't include people, but I think I said this on another thing. To be your authentic self, at the, you know, as you take the confines of your mind, you have to take the confines off your body, but you definitely have to take your confines off of God. Like, God isn't just that one way that your religion teaches it, one way that your parents see it, one way that the world sees it. You know, God's everywhere. So he's adaptable. She's adaptable. And when that is a thing, that means God is just not Christian. God is just not Muslim. God is just not, you know what I'm saying, Seventh-day Adventist, a Jehovah's Witness, or, you know, I had to get my dog. She wanted to get in the camera. But God exists in all things. And he likes friends. She likes friends. So, even though technically it's like, I don't have any, but I have a lot. I'm not afraid to talk to the dead. I'm not afraid to talk to spirits. I'm not afraid to talk to angels. And I'm not afraid to talk to God. You know? If none of us asks, we're not getting it. And I tell folks, don't ask for outside shit. Like, new house, new car, new what's the shit? I don't know. Watches and gold and all that shit. The reason why I say that is because that doesn't like test your spiritual growth at all. It still keeps you in this world. So testing your spiritual growth is your mind and your heart is connected to your body. So when you want to ask God for something, health is wealth. Okay? So sometimes I say things like this. Sometimes I say, learning something today. And if I learn it and I get it right, see this pimple on my face? I want you to take that away. You'll be surprised. And so I could be going about my day, not paying it any mind, not even focused on it. But I'm focused on the learning. I'm focused on the understanding. And then once I reach the understanding, it's like an inside voice, which I think is my ancestors. Say, look at your face. Now look, pimple's gone, okay. Learned some good shit. Gotta keep that. So anything with my body, there's work I need to do, and I do it. Because you can't put action, you gotta put action with just work. But you make it relatable to actual tangible things. Your body. But I think it might be a little stretch if I say, how much am I gonna learn in order to correct like fucked up tooth? God probably say some shit like, damn, you have to probably go back about 10,000 years, But other things that like come through, wash through, that are good and that aren't good for you. Maybe it's the food you eat. Maybe it is a pain you have. Maybe it's a mental disorder you have. Maybe it's you learning clarity on a situation. And you just have to trust that not only God will direct you to the right stuff to read, to look at, and to understand and recognize, but even if you think it's not important, you have to find something important in it. That's the importance of it, because everything's been done before. You must look at your life as everything has been done before. That means even with me moving my hands like this, I did this before. I did this before. I did this hairstyle before. Shit like that. Did this color before. Get it? Even though you don't know when you're walking and you're thinking and you're talking, because you're looking at it like this is something that is going to happen. And I'm just seeing how it's going to end up, right? And so you could think that going into the nail shop and you picking out these colors, sitting down to get your nails done, is the first time that you're getting something different and unique in these colors on your nails. But if everything's been done before, that means you did this shit before. You must treat everything as if you did it before. And if you come across stumbling block and it's some heavy shit, you gotta think twice about it. Make the best decision that doesn't get yourself in trouble and that doesn't get anyone else in trouble. It's not like snitching, and it's not like uh like embedding a fugitive. It's not like that. It's more like making a conscious decision about the situation and the people that are involved in the situation. And then think about the expansion of who it could possibly hurt in the situation. And if you start to see a domino effect in your mind of a downward spiral, you need to say, okay, self, that one, that's not a good way to kind of make this thing work for everybody in a good way. But once you find one that you're comfortable with, you think that it'll work for everyone, and it's not involving getting over on a person, it's just making things fair. Because what you need to think about is you are the one that's calling the shots, and you're making it unfair for someone right fucking now. And you know, if you was in their spot, you would hate that. And then you never know when the table's gonna be turned, and you're in their spot. And you can't say, hey, remember when I helped you, or remember I did this, remember I did that. Is that shit working for me? No. All these people that trampled over me in some shape, form, or fashion and said all this different shit, I helped all of them. That don't mean, that don't guarantee a motherfucker not to shit on you. Don't guarantee them not to value you either. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to do the right thing, say the right thing. It just guarantees at that time it sounds good. So you have to go in knowing that too. You make the appropriate decision according to that also. Even if it is different from your feelings. I'm gonna keep farting on this motherfucking tape. I'm getting this shit out. But, oh, excuse me. I am on damn video. But, motherfuckers shitted on me. They don't care. You know. So you need to think of that like, damn, the favors you do. Motherfuckers don't care. They returning you. They ain't returning no motherfucking favor no more. They setting your ass up. So they ain't got to return a motherfucking favor. You see? And so when you increase your spirituality and you expand your consciousness and you don't look at life like, why the fuck is it giving me lemons? And stop acting like you don't know how to make fucking lemonade. Start to think. That's making the lemonade. That helps to expand your consciousness. And then co-create with the creator. You ask God, for creativity to give you a way to change what's not right in your life. Now I understand that a lot of these folk, that is blocked in them. It's because of the nefarious things you're doing to a lot of people, you know. And then you go through other people to use their gifts because yours are blocked. God is getting hip to that too. So, he's stopping you from doing that because God wants you to change that behavior about yourself. Change, like, how you look at shit, what you be doing to folk, you know. What you doing to yourself? Why you doing that too, though? Like, what's telling you that this is some good shit to do? Is it your friends? Is it your brain? Is it the weed? Is it the cocaine? Is it the heroin? What is it? Is it the sex? It's like God wants you to look at all that shit before you even get to the gift part. You get it? Like, you need to dissect your fuck shit. Figure out why you operate like that. Understand why you lost your own gifts. And then understand why you can't take other people's gifts. Then understand that you got to work to get your gifts back. That means, in order to get your gifts back, you got to work on yourself. That means you got to tackle all the difficult shit that's within you. There's some shit on my lip. I could feel it. Okay. But you got to get the shit within you, like, tamed. You know? Understood. To where you're not still making those mistakes. Or to where you still not, like, looking for others to put the mistakes on. You know? It's better if you can just stand 10 toes in your own shit and just, at that moment, say, damn, I fucked up. What I need to do to fix this? And you fix it as you go. You know? You don't keep going in the fucked up roll. And you just keep rolling. One fuck up, you stop. Figure out to fix it. You fix it, then you pick up where you left off as a regular person. Like, not a fucked up person. Don't stay in the fucked up energy. Don't stay being a fucked up person. Don't think that the next fucked up way you can do some shit to somebody is gonna work. Because really what God telling you, I'm not letting this shit work for a reason. I'm not letting you get away with it for a reason. I want you to look at yourself. I want you to go within. I want you to address the real things that are bothering you. And I need for you to address the real people. Ain't no need of you taking this shit out on innocent people. They ain't do this shit to you. You know? If you don't feel like you can address the people that, like, hurt you, shit, make a video. They'll understand who you're talking to. You know? But being that old way, that ain't no good. It's old. It's played out. You know? You got to give a little bit more of yourself now. You know? It's like Trying to explain it the right way. God wants some feeling from you. That's what it is. God wants some understanding from you. You know, God wants to sit down with you and say, shit, what's going on? Damn, you've been like this for 180 days. What's up? It's like that. And after you run down the list, don't be surprised when God says something like, you mad at her because she didn't give you what? Her lipstick? Because she wasn't supposed to. You go buy your own. You're mad because she saw that you weren't a genuine person. It was actually true. Now you must try being a genuine person to yourself. Don't even worry about trying your shit on somebody else. You see, I am here to help you try it on yourself. Okay? Because you already fucked up when you was trying that shit on somebody else and they cut your ass. And I'm in agreement with that person. It's just me saying, you can't do that. You can't be that. You can't. Look, y'all motherfuckers don't like the word can't, no, and all that shit. But, you know, it's like, I'm trying to think of what I should say. I guess when you're not a person's parent and they're grown, I guess you should say, no, you shouldn't do that. Or I would be careful if I were you. Or I wouldn't think like that. Or I would rethink that if I were you. Whatever it is, you need to assess it. Because it's going to really impact your life in a not so good way. And that's what I did. I unpacked my life. I worked on each piece, each area, each sector. I categorized some things. I let certain things be by themselves as individuals, and I tackled them one by one by one, meaning I understood them. I did not think that I already knew it. I did not look at the little things like they weren't serious. And even when people didn't believe me, I still stayed true to not just what I believe, but what I seen and what I heard and what I know. So it's like the world has to get realistic with itself. And it's not the world, meaning the world itself isn't realistic. It's the people in it that isn't realistic. And the people is what changes the world. Because their energy is just circling around it. And the world adjusts to that energy. And if your energy is just fucked up, diabolical, and all that, everybody knows that's what's produced out in the world. It's just that everybody didn't understand that one person could change that. You know, people didn't want me to understand that about myself. But I'm glad I didn't before. Because I always wanted to be influenced to do what I'm doing now. Not to be evil. You know? I like the ethos. I'm comfortable there. And I like what I do. And it gets transmuted here. There's no one else that can do what I do. It's not like an individual thing. You'll understand as you heal parts of yourself, you become a global thing. You become a universe. You become space. You become a part of what you can't see, but you can feel the change. You can feel the growth. You can feel the love. You can feel that what you're doing is right. That's why everyone's chasing me. Because they want to feel this like right feeling. But you gotta find it in yourself first. That's for sure. You gotta get that right feeling in you. If you sure about a pair of sneakers you're gonna buy, that same surety you own with them motherfucking shoes. You need to be having that same surety about the next move you gonna make. The next decision, the next turn. You know. Shit like that. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. Latest. Whatever.